Hey everyone, it's Tammy. This is this week's installment of, I guess we're calling it Where's the Sun Again? But first, I have to, I don't know, set an alarm or something because it seems that I'm always in the middle of something and I'm like, I gotta do that video. And it's not that I don't think of you guys, but sometimes I'm just too busy. So anyway, 3 days ago, the sun moved into, actually, I'm gonna back up a second. My son made a suggestion. He suggested that I explain what we're doing every time so that if somebody's new and doesn't know what we're doing or even never watched the video before or whatever. So basically what this information is, it's based on the human design system. The sun moves through the 64 gates of the human design mandala every 6 days. So every 6 days it activates energies that you may have in your chart or may not have in your chart, depending on what your chart looks like. So if you have a chart, which I do for free and you can request it, you will see that there are some colored lines and shapes and uncolored lines and shapes. And it's those uncolored lines and shapes that when the sun moves and activates certain energies, you may feel differently than you feel normally because you don't always have that energy activated in your chart. Or if you have that energy in your chart, you may notice it a little stronger, or you may notice it, I specifically notice it in people outside of myself when they have certain energies activated in their charts. So as the sun moves through these gates, as the planets move through these gates, it can cause different types of behavior. And I think my fascination with human design is that it's really, its core is in human behavior and how we can address it, how we can change it, how there's certain things that you just need to accept and go forward and that kind of thing. So for me personally, it's helped me to accept myself and accept other people and stop trying to change everybody and trying to be perfect and make everything, you know, fairy tale like, because we're not in the fairy tales. So anyway, before I digress anymore on that, 3 days ago the sun moved into the gate 55, and the gate 55 has a lot to do with indecisiveness, direction, not really knowing which way to go, not really knowing if you want to do something and you don't want to do something. And as I said, it lasts about 6 days. It can be very fickle and even a little bit moody. The things that make you decide that you want or don't want to do something can totally be based on a mood. So you might jump into some weird thing, like go back to an ex or something, or try and contact somebody, or make a move towards something. And it might not be a decision that you would make tomorrow or next week, but in that moment you made it. So that's where the moody part comes into it. And the energy can range from having like really low self-esteem to being super arrogant. So the 55 energy is really, it can be impulsive depending on who you're with. It can have a little bit of destruction in it, like a self-destructive kind of thing. Like I was saying, like you call that ex that you know you shouldn't be talking to kind of thing. And it can just be changing. So maybe you decided you wanted to do something one day and then you change your mind, you want to do something else. Or maybe you went for a ride and you got totally lost. You know, it's that kind of misguided, misdirective, fickle, indecisive energy. So as I said, it changes every 6 days. And the next one, so we're in the basically the third line, which correlates to the third day of this energy. So in a few more days, we will move into, or the sun will move into the 37. And the 37 is all about friendship and strong personal relationships you have with other people. So it is the kind of stuff that, you know, builds great friendships, the trust, the loyalty, the responsibility, the give and take of a friendship. And sometimes this energy can keep you in those toxic relationships that you shouldn't be in. So if you have the 37 in your chart like all the time, chances are you are like a doormat, or you have these awesome, lifelong, never changing relationships. So that would be the energy coming in the next few days. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear my birds, but they're yelling. I don't know what they're yelling. I'd love to find out what they're yelling though, actually. So, things that you need to look out for over the next few days are, if you need to make a really important decision, don't do it for a few more days. If you're just making like little decisions like, should I have a bagel or toast, you know, those decisions, they might cause issues, but they're not big deals. If you're looking at, should I move, should I buy something, should I go somewhere, you know, like move somewhere, that kind of stuff, you might want to hold off for a little while until you can get the clarity around that. If you are in like relationships that you're unsure of, or you're not sure where they're going, or if you should even be in a relationship with somebody or a friend, or, you know, next week is kind of going to give you the opportunity to kind of weed out the people that are really there for you versus the people that are more of a hindrance to your life and what you want to do. I think that's all I have today, because all the birds are going to go crazy now. So if you have any questions, always, you can put them in the comments. You can email me, check out my website, all that happy stuff. And if you want a free chart, again, you can contact me and get that. All right, have a great week. Bye-bye.